All right, our next inductee for this evening contributed significantly and in many different roles to the benefit of the standardbred industry as an avid horseman and exemplary industry leader. He enjoyed considerable success as a stallion syndicator through his Glengate farm, where Hall of Fame members Balanced Image, Angus Hall, and Apache's Fame all succeeded mightily. The Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame is proud to induct Jim Bullock.
Jim Bullock has made immense contributions to Canadian harness racing over the past 30-plus years as an owner, breeder, stallion syndicator, racetrack administrator, and industry leader. In 1992, Jim and his wife Pat purchased the property they would rename Glengate Farms. It was there that they stood 3 future Hall of Fame stallions responsible for changing the landscape of Canadian harness racing: Angus Hall, Apache's Fame, and Balanced Image. Glengate Farms is the co-breeder of double millionaire artificial world champion JL Cruz, who bankrolled over $1.6 million, and Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame member Odie's Fame. In recent years, Jim Bullock's operation has focused on a broodmare band of top-quality, trotting-bred mares, consisting of some of his most successful racehorses: Gramola, Juanita's Fury, Pepe Levesque, and Oakley Odessa. Another Glengate-bred mare, Great Memories, is also a part of the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame class of 2021. Beyond his contribution as a breeder, Jim served as president of the Standardbred Breeders of Ontario Association for 9+ years and played a significant role in that organization's new owner mentoring program. In 2013, he was recognized by the SBOA with the Van Bussel Award for Exemplary Service and the Lloyd Chisholm Achievement Award for Meritorious Service.
Making the presentation to Jim Bullock this evening is the marathon man, Hector Cluche.
Keep an eye on Heck. He has my ring. You know, Hector, thank you very much for being here this evening. And prior to this evening, I would have said my penultimate recognition in this sport or industry of ours was being mentioned in your book, Give 'em Heck. But let me begin by adding my congratulations to my fellow inductees. I'm deeply honored to be inducted into our industry's Hall of Fame. And when the call came that I'd been nominated last year, it was both a very pleasant but complete surprise. I'm delighted to join Glengate Farms stallions, Balanced Image, Angus Hall, Apache's Fame, Racehorse Odie's Fame, and of course another honoree this evening, Great Memories. I have to admit that Great Memories wasn't such a great memory for me. We sold her as a yearling for, I think it was $6,000, but that's the life of a breeder. No doubt I wouldn't be the first 2-legged member from Glengate Farms in the hall without the remarkable achievement of these horses. But nobody achieves success in almost anything without the assistance of others, and that's certainly true in my case. On the racing side, I've had success in no small part with the guidance and talent of trainers like John Bax, John Kopus, and in an earlier time, Pat Crow, who got me started. Entering the breeding business in 1992, I have to acknowledge ignorance was bliss. At the time, I acquired what was the second largest standardbred breeding business in Canada, having never been in a breeding shed, seen a stallion collected, or even a mare foal. However, it didn't take me very long to recognize the size and scope of what I had taken on. And as well, I've always been a great delegator. So in that I was already fairly well occupied with Cadillac Fairview, the company I was working for at the time, with the hindsight that can only be described as brilliance born of desperation, I suggested to my late wife, Patricia, that she might enjoy spending some time in the office of our new breeding business. Be fair to say, that suggestion wasn't initially enthusiastically received, but in her continuing role as the amazed woman behind the successful man, she stepped in. Over the next 15 years, Pat's involvement in the breeding farm, together with Amy Adams, who was here this evening, was very much responsible for some of the success we achieved. Moreover, while overseeing the breeding farm operations, Pat found the time to be appointed to the Ontario Racing Commission with Stan Sadinsky, who's here this evening, a very notable achievement for a female at the time. Let me share a quick story with you. One year I was attending the reception for the North American Cup at Woodbine. Now at that time I was a trustee of the Ontario Jockey Club. I was involved in a number of industry panels, and I considered myself a success in racing and breeding. At the reception, I encountered the Hall of Famer Charles Armstrong, who was speaking with Stan Bergstein, the renowned writer, historian of standardbred racing, and a Hall of Famer in his own right. I said hello to Charlie, who said, "Oh, hi, Jim. You know Stan Bergstein." I responded that I certainly knew Stan Bergstein, but I didn't think he knew me. I introduced myself. "Hi, I'm Jim Bullock, Glengate Farms." And Stan immediately responded, "Oh, yes, your wife's on the Racing Commission." No doubt that was Stan's recognition of the real standardbred contributor in the Bullock clan. I certainly recognize without Pat's significant involvement in the farm, together with the skill and hard work and many other great people, I wouldn't be receiving this recognition tonight. I thank the Hall for the great honor, and I close with the suggestion that it might be completely appropriate for the Hall to take its cue from Stan and recognize me as Mr. Pat Bullock, as he did. Thank you.